Hey guys, my name's Marisa. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. And so today I've been procrastinating on making a video for about a week now because the Lord totally wrecked my plans for going to North Carolina. I waited in Hickory for my phone and to hear back from the place where I had signed up to volunteer for a few days, and I finally got my phone, and then they told me it would be a few more weeks for the volunteer position. And so I just prayed to the Lord, what do you want me to do? And then that night I had like two back-to-back dreams. One dream I actually had 4 or 5 months ago, maybe 6 months ago. I'm not even sure. Where I was living in my car, and this is long before I even thought about I should convert my car to go live in it. And I had the same dream again, and it was almost the same dream where I was living out of my car and I had to get north. I had to go north. And so while I'm waiting in North Carolina, the Lord gives me that dream and another dream to confirm it. Totally different dreams, but in both dreams, I was basically living in my car and having to go north. And that's the only direction that he gave me was north, but I am well trained in following the Lord directionally because when I went to California, he told me California and then he told me LA. And then so I flew into LA, and from the day I landed in LA pretty much, until day 88 of walking the circumference of LA County, he didn't give me another specific location until day 88 when he told me go down. It was like 10 days before Pentecost. And he said, go down to Anaheim, which was in Orange County, and wait until Pentecost. So literally, he didn't give me a specific place until 10 days before Pentecost, which I had already been walking for 88 days up until that point. So from the time of me starting the walk until the day where he gave me the actual specifics of Anaheim, I literally walked directionally, which means I would start off my day and I would be like, okay, Lord, which direction do you want to walk in today? And he would tell me north, south, east, west. He would give me a directional command, basically. And so I would set off in that direction. And the only time I would use my GPS is when I needed to find a specific thing, like a Motel 6 or just a specific thing. I would pull it up on my maps and I would find the direction to that specific thing and I would go to that place. But other than that, I would just walk directionally, north, south, east, or west. And I know it sounds crazy to so many people, but believe me when I say that I've questioned my own sanity more than you have, in my walk of faith throughout the years. Sorry, it's hot in here. And so I'm writing my story right now. So I'm writing my second book right now, and it's the story of me. It's my personal story. So it's me walking across LA and all the trials and tribulations that I went through. And one of the biggest issues that I had, because when I started that journey, I would vlog every day on my Facebook lives. And so one of my biggest contentions wasn't my own doubt. It wasn't my own unbelief, because I believe God. It was the constant criticism and the judgments from other people, and people calling me crazy and delusional and, mocking me and saying God would never. And it was just the warfare that I got from other people that made it 100 times more unbearable. But at the same time, it also strengthened my resolve to continue and to prove, to keep my faith in God and let God be true and every man a liar. And so it helped fuel my determination, in a lot of ways, but it wasn't easy. It was a lot of warfare attached to it. And then the day when God opened the door on Pentecost, after he told me 10 days before Pentecost, go to Anaheim and wait till Pentecost, when God came through at Pastor Phil's house and opened the door on the exact day that I had said 10 days earlier in my vlog, God said, go to Anaheim and wait till Pentecost. when God actually opened the door on the very day that he said he would, it silenced my accusers. It silenced all unrighteousness, shut its mouth. And so I was vindicated on that day of, no, I'm not crazy. Like, I heard from the Lord. And so, but still I had 3 months of straight warfare, to contend with. And therefore, that's why I've kind of been hesitant on, sharing that God said go north, because like, I understand it. I hear him. I understand what that he says go north. And I believe him, but I don't like contending with other people who are full of unbelief. And therefore, not saying everyone is, but like, it's just a pet peeve. And so I didn't want to come on here and say it yet. But ever since I started driving north, I've had total peace. And I don't know where we're going still, but I think I'm near Scranton, Pennsylvania right now. And it's beautiful and the leaves are falling and it's really warm out today. But it's been such nice weather, and I have just been spending so much time with the Lord, and my writer's block is gone, and I've been able to like work on my book every day. And I'm having like a lot of, I guess it's like refreshing times with the Lord as well. Things I needed to get done, but I was just kind of like in the place where I was in Myrtle Beach mentally, and the contention I was fighting there. I couldn't focus on what I needed to focus on, which was writing my book. And so now that I have my full attention back on the thing I need to do, and the quality time with the Lord. And so also when I'm walking by faith, I need as few distractions as humanly possible. Like, so I need to just focus on the task at hand. I think last week I stopped in Virginia and spent the night with a dear friend of mine and her new husband, and just one night there. And I was like, I got to get back on my mission, because I felt like I was off mission just by taking a break for a day. And so as soon as I got back in my car, I had peace again, and we were all good. And so that's the way it is when you're walking by faith. The Lord just has you following this cloud, this pillar of smoke and pillar of light, pillar of fire, and you follow that cloud. When it stops, you stop. When it goes, you go. And so, I always say that if Christianity, if you're not questioning your sanity when you're walking by faith, you're probably not walking by faith, because a lot of walking by faith is like, am I crazy? Did I hear the Lord? Like, because his ways are not our ways, and his ways are not the world's ways. And so it goes against everything in our human nature, because he sees things that we don't see. He knows things that we don't know. And all he's doing in us is trying to perfect that faith of trust. Trust me. I know where I'm taking you. Trust me for your daily bread. Trust me for the gas. Trust me. And I'll work everything out for your good. And so most of walking by faith, it's counter. It goes against our flesh of self-reliance, our flesh of doing things man's way. It goes against our flesh of wanting to know, how we're going to eat that day, and to take care of ourselves, that self-reliance and self-provision. And so when you're in it, when you're in your trial of walking by faith, it's really good to just buckle down, focus on the Lord, and take that time with him. And so that's another reason why I really haven't been on here updating. And I probably won't be updating a lot until I feel the Lord leading me. But I wanted to give you one last little update. And now if the Lord says make a video, I'll make a video. It's just for the past week, I've actually made 2 videos, and I deleted both of them because I just was like, no, it's just not time. I might even delete this one. I don't even know. But I did want to let you guys know I'm okay. I'm not in North Carolina. I did want to go, but it just didn't work out. And the Lord, I think he wanted me to set off, and the storm was a good reason to set off in a new direction. It just wasn't the destination that he had for me. He has a way of doing that. I mean, the same thing happened to me when I went to California, so And that's his prerogative. You know, it's just about yielding to his voice and trusting that he knows what he's doing. You know, if the storm cleanup was going to get me in my car and get me on the road, then he used it. But I knew once we got to Hickory, something was amiss. Something was like, nope, this doesn't feel right. Even, I don't know. And then once we started going north again, I was like, no, this just is right. I don't know how to explain this. And I have no idea because I know no one in the north. I visited the north. I've been to New York City. I've been to like Pennsylvania a couple times to see my grandfather when he was alive. You know, but I'm not familiar with the north at all. It's not a place I frequent in my life. So, and I don't know if I have I don't know anybody in the north. So I don't even know why he would bring me here. Like, I'm like, Lord, I don't even have a winter coat. But I trust him. I trust that he knows what he's doing. And so anyway, like that's all there is to it is, yes, Lord, send me. I am here. And he sends me where he wants to send me because, you know, he's the boss. He's the employer. And we just say yes. And we don't, it's like we just get marching orders. We don't have to ask questions, you know. Now, I will say this. When he told me to go to California, I was gung-ho on like, yes, Lord, I'm here, send me. You know, I was like gung-ho, blind faith. Like I flew in, didn't ask who, what, when, why, or where. I didn't ask any questions. I'm like, yes, sir, let's go. But this time when he said go north, I wrestled with that for a couple of days because I'm like, a lot more fear of the Lord because the last time I said, yes, Lord, I'm here, send me. He ruined my life for a few months, you know, and wrecked me in every possible manner that a person could be wrecked. And so, this time I'm like, Lord, are you sure? Are you sure? Like, I'm just like, I'll go if I have to. It's a lot more, there's a lot more fear and trepidation, this time than last time. But, and ultimately he always has my yes. So whatever he wants to do. And even if it's just to get me out of my funk and get me back writing again and getting some quality time with him, I'm okay with that too. I don't have anywhere else to be right now and I don't have anything else going on. So I'm not missing anything in Myrtle Beach. I promise you that there's nothing to miss. So, so for me, it's like, I don't know what this is. And when I went to California, I had so much presumption of what he would do, why he was sending me there, what was going to happen. And none of those things were true. And so in the end, I had a lot of confusion and disappointment because things didn't happen to what I had built up in my imagination. This time around, I'm just like, okay, we're driving north. I don't know anything. And I don't presume to know anything. For how long, for what purpose, where, I don't know anything, but I'm okay with it because he does. And so I just submit myself to that. And so with that being said, I think I'm done. Like I said, I'm going to follow the Lord's leading on any more videos for right now. I'm just trying to focus and to hear him and to spend time with him. And to me, that's like the most important thing. And so, yeah, so if he releases me to make more videos, then I will. If not, I might be taking a break for a minute. And so, but please keep me in your prayers. And I love you guys. I thank you to those who support me and who, you know, follow this channel and who lift me up in their prayers. And I mean, your kindness means the world to me. So yeah, with that, I love you guys and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.